don't make no difference. Rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mother. Yeah, this some mother. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz, oh, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad ain't straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Broncos are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop it, go get it, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. Osweiler now to throw on third down. And he's got Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A first down carry now for Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, it's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll be 4th down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
DeMarcus Ware may be a veteran, but he's not just a wily one. He's a terrific producer. Still extremely difficult to block when he's rushing the passer.
Second down now after the incompletion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brock Osweiler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And that is incomplete here. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Now let's go. Blue Niners. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted and spotted at the 14-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Osweiler. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Sanders. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Room here to run. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. There he goes, left side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the offense inside the 5 here at the... And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Halfback sent in motion. Simeon. And his throw is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Osweiler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Osweiler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Throwing, Osweiler, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Novak to tack on the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a run with Anderson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. In the backfield is Anderson. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Anderson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans add on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the back goes into motion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, no. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check, Patriot.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Simeon. And a It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In motion left goes Sanders.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. In motion left here, Sanders. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Ervin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. In motion left goes Sanders. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And here comes the Texans now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Strong right. Now, check. Patriot.
Again, it's Miller. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got room. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end? And
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Ervin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans add on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's a first down for the Broncos. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Simeon. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're going to look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last run.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. And
Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll set up a throw, and nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here we go. Blue, 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green. No. Check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now out comes Houston. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Double tight. 3 down. Here we go now. Blue,
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And this is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information. I started stealing from page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.
So for Houston, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the San Diego Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.
There are men, and there are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop, Sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast, then it move west, now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my body and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal.
I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. We are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's time.
CNN, this is Ghetto Editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili, summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you select. Back on up on this, before you with this. You better walk up and off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show, face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey Paul, let him know.
I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one.
Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us, they could not destroy us.
We dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline.
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TPS.
Giants.